Okay, so we are in front of my fridge. I know it's so glamorous. If you guys follow me on Snapchat and sometimes on Instagram, you will see my fridge. I already put it all away, otherwise, I would have shown you things individually. So, just to go over what we got, up here we have some pre-cut melon and pineapple. So throughout this, I'm going to tell you a bit about each item and just how I'm going to change some of the portions, whether I'm increasing, decreasing, if it's a new item, etc. Fruit I'm cutting down on because of the sugar level. One of my main problems, as you guys probably know, is my belly fat, and it's exactly where my body stores fat. So the fruit is going to be for the evening. We just have pineapple and melon, and I'm going to have really small portions. I think that it's important to have something that you enjoy that is still healthy, so that you don't go completely deprived and then go out and eat an entire box of Oreos. Up here we have cherry tomatoes. I like to put these in my eggs. I really like eggs, but they can get boring after a while. And so as long as I add something to it, then I have no problem sticking to it. And they're so good for you, so I load up on them. And then lime. I'm obsessed with lime. It's another thing I put on eggs or meat, veggies, pretty much anything. Behind, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to lift this up. Behind I have, right here in the back is celery, and I chop it up and then I put it in a bowl with water, and that helps to preserve it because I have a really bad habit of buying produce and letting it go bad. So that's one produce item that I'm able to preserve a little bit longer. Then we have Greek yogurt. I usually have 0% Fage Greek yogurt, but I'm actually trying to increase my fats, so I'm having full fat Greek yogurt. And actually, the general rule is that if they take the fat out of something, they're adding chemicals back in to help give it a good flavor. And so normally I steer clear of free fat items. Fat-free items, sorry. And then we have, this is a new item, which I've known from, I believe it's mainly from Germany, from my German clients. Cork, is that how you say it? I've never actually said it. Cork, it's brand new. It's supposed to be really high in protein. It's like a Greek yogurt equivalent. And then this is just organic cottage cheese, which I've never seen this brand before. So I saw it and I was like, I want to try that. And then I have some bell peppers, which I actually bought way too many of. I have a bunch down here too. That was my fault for not checking and seeing what I had before I went to the store. And then eggs, which I have a ton right here, and then a ton down here. But as I mentioned, we eat a lot of eggs. So I think I have about 30 eggs here, and we'll go through that in 1 week. Easy. I mean, probably half a week, because Luca needs, I don't even know, 8 eggs a morning, and I have about 4, so that's 12 a day. So, okay. Then we have here zucchini, and then carrots, and then these are some prepackaged steamed broccoli and carrots that Luca got. I don't like prepackaged veggies. I just feel like they are mushy and gross. That's just me. I think it's just a texture thing. Luca likes it because it's easy, so I buy the fresh, natural stuff because I prefer it, even if it takes a little bit extra work. And then here are some green beans, which are for Luca. I don't like it all. Apples, I like cold apples. If anyone's asking about why I have these in the fridge, I'm probably going to get criticized a million times on how I have my fridge range, but it's okay with me. Underneath here, we have some tortillas they're not whole wheat because you can't find that in Italy. They are farro and kamut, which are ancient grains, and that's the only thing that we have access to, but it's just as good as whole grain anyways. As I said, these are the bell peppers. This is our organic chicken. I think we have about 1 kilo right here, which will last us a few days. And then I have here some hamburger meat, which I really like to either make hamburgers, or I like to make like a veggie pasta. I'll spiralize zucchini and carrots, and then I'll put like a marinara sauce in there with the hamburger. It's really good. And then here's some other meats. These are kind of like, I also don't really like the pre-packaged meats normally, but these are like your emergency meats. And if you're like, you know, running out of time and you need to have something, it's better than nothing. It's better than, you know, having a protein shake instead of food if you're in a hurry. I try to minimize my protein shake, so I would prefer to have that. Now I'll show you what we have in the side of the door. So here we have all of the almond milk and coconut milk. I don't drink cow's milk. It's very, very bloating, especially for girls like me that bloat very easily. I will wake up feeling so lean and then go to bed and I'm just bloated from the day. So dairy really contributes to that, so I try to minimize that as much as possible. Then I have some aloe vera juice, which is really good for your stomach as well. Then we have avocados, a few too many, which was my fault again for not looking and seeing how many we had before I went out, which sucks because they're really expensive and they're probably gonna go bad before we eat them. Lesson learned. Then here we have asparagus. It's more of a bit too much asparagus, but that's okay. I like asparagus, so it's easy to meal prep and eat later on. Here we have, you can see, some probiotics, really good for your stomach as well. Onions, which I love. That's like what I add to almost all of my meals to give it a lot more flavor since I don't add salt to anything. And then this is feta. This is kind of our indulgence. It's more Luca's. I don't really have it very much, but if there's a day that I'm like, I really need, you know, something extra, I'll add a little bit of feta. It's one of the better cheese options. Like I said, I try to limit my dairy. So really the only dairy that I have is Greek yogurt and cottage cheese on a regular basis because of the protein content, and they do have other really healthy properties to them. But aside from that, I don't have dairy. So that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed what I got today. Another day I'll go through the pantry. This is already probably a lot for you guys to take in, so I will dedicate a new video to that next time. You lose fat from your overall body, including from your breasts, and since breasts are thigh slimming exercises, actually they're not really going to do anything for you, unfortunately.